Hi, this is Rod Evans again, and I'm going to talk to you about something that maybe is a little bit controversial, but I want to talk to you about how to sell your images on CD, particularly to seniors is what we're doing it with, without losing your business, without losing your quality, your reputation, any of those things. This took me a couple years to think about this because this is a big stinking deal in my life. I was pretty sure I was going to go out of business, or I would be, ostracized from the photography community for even thinking about this. But I've been doing it for about 3 years now, very successfully. And let me tell you about, first of all, just a few things that I'm doing. First one is, why would you think about doing something like this? Well, clients are asking for it all the time. They are more interested in sharing their images with their family and friends and relatives. Almost, they see more value in that and will pay more for that than they will for 5x7 sometimes. So because of client interest, client need, and it actually saves us time to do this, we try to devise a program that would work for the clients and would work for us both. So here's kind of how it works. What does a client get if they get their images on CD? Well, it's an option. They don't have to do this, and I think that's very important. They can order a la carte, or they can do this if they want to. I'm fine with that. But what do they get with their CD? Here's what happens. On their CD, they get small files, and we let them know up front that's all it is. The images are maybe 800 pixels wide, have our logo on it, and we let them know these are for web share only. If you want to order images, which you'll do, of course, those images are put on an online private website that you get to order your images basically directly from our lab. You know, they're going to be our lab prices plus some, you know, for the ease of doing it. And then you get to order the images whenever you want, the flexibility of doing that. Now, how do you charge for something like that? Basically, what we do is we figured out what our average sale is anyway and charge basically about that same amount so that we let them know. Either way is fine with us. If you want to get the CD, or if you want to a la carte, excuse me, either way, it's fine. Because either way, you're going to spend about the same amount of money with us. One, you sit down and order all your images, you know, a la carte, all that kind of stuff. The other way is you kind of pay up front, buy into the club, kind of, and you get the flexibility of ordering whatever you want, showing and sharing your images whenever you want, and then making your decisions. So it's based on that factor. It's a little bit different, maybe more like a commercial shooter might do it. But in the end, what happens on the back end is that when they order the images, we still retouch, we still package the images, we still check the quality before the images are done. And we call them up and say, hey, your images are here from the lab, we've quality checked them, and so they come directly to the studio and pick them up from us. So in the end, you know, we've maintained our reputation, we've given our clients what they want. I think it ends up being a win-win for both of you. Hard concept, you know, short amount of time to explain this to you, but hopefully this will kind of give you some thought and some ideas of how you might be able to introduce something like this into your business. But please follow it step by step. Don't just, you know, retouch images and send them anywhere in the world. You know, really think about how you can still retain your reputation and quality. So this might work for your business.